Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be streaming some 15-minute rapid game here, um, playing some chess. Uh, so hopefully I play better than I did yesterday. Yesterday was really, really bad game. I can show that to you guys real quick while we're sitting here waiting to be paired. Um, yeah, it was a really, really bad game. And then yesterday also I had like a lot of vocal fry. So I'm going to try and not be lazy, and I'm going to try to enunciate better here, because vocal fry I think is really annoying. And for those of you who are curious as to what vocal fry is, it's that that thing where your voice just trails off, and it's really terrible, and everyone hates you for doing that. Um, I think Zoe Deschanel is like the person that people attribute to doing that a lot. But anyway, so that was the game that I just played yesterday. It's really bad. Played the opening decently. This move is probably a mistake. I should probably not do that in the future. I think I need to play something different here, like bishop d7 maybe. Oh look, we got paired, and we're white. Yay! Um, yeah, so this guy's rating is kind of low, but I'm sure I've lost to people who have lower ratings than him. And you'll forgive me if I'm sniveling a bit. I haven't been feeling well. Lately I'm getting over a cold here, so you'll just have to excuse me here. I apologize. So, this is just the opening, but this is just the Queen's Gambit accepted here. He took my pawn, which is generally known at the top levels for being kind of drawish. Garry Kasparov played it a lot as black towards the end of his competitive career. But, I mean, there's a lot of play in it. There's a lot of different ways you can play this position. I prefer to just play it with a4. I don't mind the bishop being on b4. I don't think it's that great. I mean, it's very, very much a way that you can play. I happen to like those positions as white, and I know those positions not as well now as I used to, but I know them pretty decently. Let's see if anybody's in chat. He played b6. That's not a move I've seen before. Uh, that's interesting. I think people normally play c5 in this position. B6 is kind of weird. So bishop c4, what's his plan? I want to like punish him immediately, but I have to be patient. It's important to be patient in chess and in life. You just kind of want to punish these people immediately for being stupid. But oh my god, did I just do that? Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I was typing the word bishop c4 and I played e4 instead. It's kind of funny. E4 is not really a move I wanted to play there. I'm going to have to move my mouse away from that board because the way I have it set up currently on ICC is that when I touch a pawn, if the pawn can move, the pawn moves. If there's no ambiguity to the move, so if the pawn is like on e3, for example, it'll move to e4. If the pawn's on h2, it's not going to move that pawn, but my trackpad looks like got foiled me here, so I need to play like knight c3 at this point. But this is kind of funny. I mean, this makes it a little bit more challenging when you play stupid moves like that and kind of punish yourself for just being stupid. Yeah, because now knight c3, bishop b4, e5. Yeah, this is frustrating. What to do? Yeah, I mean e5, bishop f3, gf3. I think that's okay. Oh, you know what? I can go queen f3 there too, and he'll just lose a rook. That's fine. Like bishop b4, bishop. Yeah. Let's go e5 here. I think that's an important move here. E5, knight e4, bishop c4. Yeah. I could also go bishop g5 here. Bishop g5 is kind of interesting too. Bishop g5. What to do? Bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, g5. I don't really think I want to go into that. Bishop g5 does develop a piece though. H6, bishop f6, queen f6, e5, bishop f3, gf3. Yeah, let's just go e5. He's going to go knight d5, and I'll go bishop c4. And I think that's okay for me. Man, I'm kind of annoyed that happened. That's really, really aggravating. Yeah, because this is not the position that I wanted to get right now. Like bishop f3, queen f3, queen d4, queen a8, queen e5 check, bishop e2, and I should be okay there. Yeah. Let's see if anybody's on chat. Anybody here wants to hang out? Looks like he made a move already. Alright, looks like everything's being captured okay. So bishop c4, bishop b4, bishop d3. I could also go knight e4 here. Knight e4. Yeah, this is so stupid. So bishop c4, bishop b4, bishop d2. I guess is what we're going to have to go with here. I could also go queen c2 in this position, actually. Maybe queen c2 is better. Well, bishop d2, knight c3 gives me the option of going queen f3 after he takes on f3 with his bishop. Bishop d2. And that breaks the pin, too. I'm going to capture the b pawn if he tries to get cute. I think he should go c5 in the position after that, though. Bishop d2, c5 is interesting. Oh, I can go knight d5. Knight d5, bishop d2, check queen d2. E d5 I don't think is great for him. Alright, yeah, that seems good. Maybe he's got some other tricks here, but I happen to like... I mean, I don't know. I'm not too miffed about that move. Wow, knight e7. Interesting. Oh, I see. He wants to try and win this pawn. Maybe I just let him. Maybe I just let him win this pawn. Yeah, maybe I just go castle. Because if he goes bishop f3, queen f3, queen d4, queen a8, queen d2. Yeah, let's just let him go for that pawn if he wants it. I think knight f5 is interesting here. Knight f5. But then I think d5 is okay. d5, ed5, bd3 maybe. Knight f5 is kind of annoying, actually. That's kind of an annoying move. Yeah. Yes. That was the annoying move I was referring to a second ago. Bishop g5 is kind of cool. Bishop g5, bishop f3, queen f3, queen d4. Bishop g5, bishop e3 is also possible here. Bishop e3 might actually be my best bet. Just in lieu of the fact that, like, I'll just keep everything kind of contained. Not get too crazy or stupid here. Bishop e3, knight e3, f e3 I think is okay for me. I'm pretty happy in that position. That noise that you hear behind me is my dog chewing on one of his bones. Just FYI. Yeah, bishop e3 I think is okay here. So this is what I'm talking about here. Like if I was to... actually here, let's not pre-move that. But if he takes this bishop here and I click on this f-pawn, it's going to snap take that knight on e3. Okay, I have d5 here. d5 I think is really strong. d5, ed5, knight d5. I mean, so let me back up. My logic here is that I want to open the position because his king's still in the middle, and I don't want to give him time to castle. I want to make him start reacting to my shit because I'm more developed than he is. Because he's wasted time going knight e7, knight f5, bishop e7. Like, those moves are not necessarily great. So if I can punish him for that by playing d5 immediately, I think that seems pretty good. The other moves I'm considering here are like queen e2, rook fd1, rook ac1 I think seems pretty interesting, but d5 I think is the main thing I'm looking at here. Queen c2 I think is kind of interesting too. So d5, ed5, knight d5, bishop d5, bishop d5. Rook a7 is probably pretty stupid looking. And then I have e6 too. d5 I think is like d5 is the kind of move here too in these positions where you kind of you just want to make. You're just happy to make those kinds of moves. Because again, I'm going to split them open here. Maybe I should prepare it better with rook c1 though. But rook c1 castles kingside. And then d5. I don't know. d5, knight e3, fe3. I think that that's actually okay for me here. Let's go d5. Let's just see what he's got in store. See what this guy's about. See he got the cojones. I hope that that's not what you guys are seeing. That would suck. Yeah, it'd be super shitty actually if this is what you guys are seeing. Anyway, he hasn't used very much time here too. I wonder what his actual rating is. Oh, he's played a lot of 15-minute games, and he's really weak considering how many games he's played. 29,000. That's pretty weak. I mean, max rating of 1852. So maybe he doesn't take this all that seriously. I don't want to shit on him too much. Sure, so I can take here. He'll take on d1. I'll take on f2 check. King f8 is his only move. Well, actually, he'd go to e7. Oh, but then I'll take here with check, and he'll lose a queen. So king f8. Is there any way I can checkmate him here? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So this is what I was talking about before, by the way, everybody. So I just click that f-pawn, it just snap takes it. Bishop c5 is interesting, but then what do? I take on e6 maybe? And I let him take on e3, and I go king h1. Huh. That's interesting. What is going on here? This is kind of a bummer. I'm not sure what that does. Because I think, let me move my mouse so I don't hose myself here again. I don't really understand the point of that move. DE, bishop f3, queen f3. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm intrigued now. Because I think I have a winning game if he tries to take on f3. Because I take on f7 with check. Or I take on d7 with check. Yeah, he's hosed. This is really bad looking for him now. So bishop e6 I think is best here. Bishop f3. Yeah, this is really ugly for him. I don't know what he's going to do here. So bishop e6, bishop f3. I could even go rook f3 in that position. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out what he thinks he's going to do here. I could also just go bishop f7 check immediately. That's kind of funny too. So what I'm looking at here is bishop f3, bishop f7 check. King f7, queen f3 check. And then he has to give up a piece. Like knight s6, ef6, gf6, queen h5 check. Or if he goes bishop f6, I have, what do I have? Alright, so this is the critical point. Bishop d7 check is interesting as well. Bishop d7 check, queen d7, queen f3. I think actually that might be winning. I think bishop d7 here might just be winning. Bishop d7 check. Queen d7, queen f3. What do you do after queen f3? Because I'm going to be on his rook on a8 and his f7 square. Could he castle queen? No, he can't castle queen, so he gets checkmated that way. I don't know. Let's see what happens. That comes with check. We go queen f3 on the next move. So here, I'm going to go rook ad1 on the next move, I think. Excuse me. Wow, I'm running low on time, huh? That's not good. Shit, I hope that you guys are actually seeing some fucking video here, because that would suck. If I did all this effort, got on Twitch and everything, and no one can see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, mouse slips in chess are very annoying. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, I think, on playing on the internet is the mouse slips. But I think, to be fair, for every mouse slip I've had games where oh, wow, he resigned. Okay, yeah, I mean, the only way to not lose is to play queen. Well, yeah, I don't know. Let's analyze that real quick. Let me just WTF. It says I'm live, but why am I not seeing any video? Hi, new streamer? No, not really. I don't stream often. Can you see video? I wonder who Meg Ash is. That's interesting. Well, cool. Welcome to the stream, Meg Ash. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you joining me today. I hope that you can actually see stuff, because it would be really shitty if you couldn't. You have not replied. Alright. Oh boy, I did a thing. I did a thing. Yes, it's okay. Okay, cool. Magesh. I'm sorry, I was calling you Megash. I have a friend named Magesh. Are you the very same Magesh? I don't think you were born in 1983 though, Magesh. But Magesh, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Sorry for butchering your name earlier. I'm an asshole. For some reason I thought that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but my friend I think spells his name with an E, so I apologize for butchering your name. So here, E3 is a normal move. Let's look at it really quickly here with the, I see you for the first time. Yes, well, thank you for joining us. I do this, I'm going to try to do this every day at around this time. So this is roughly 5:30 Eastern U.S. Standard Time. I'm just going to look up the opening real quick. See, I know where he, I think, went out of book, or he deviated it a little bit here, was on that b6 move. I thought it was kind of strange. But maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'd just be interested to see what exactly happened here. So knight f3 is the main move. And I always do a little analysis after the game. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think he played knight f6 here. Wait, did he play knight f6 or a6? No, he played a6. I'm sorry. Yeah, a6 is reasonable. What did I play here? a4? Yeah, e3 is possible. I didn't really want to play that variation. No, this I think will transpose if he plays knight f6 after this move. But he didn't. He played b6. So knight f6 is the main move, for those of you who are curious. This move b6 is probably pretty bad. And again, I'm sorry I'm sniveling so much. It's just I'm getting over a cold here. So this is where I had a really stupid mouse slip. Because I meant to play... I started typing bishop c4, and then I clicked on this button. And my pawn moved, and that's not what I wanted to have happen. Because now he gets this unnecessary pressure on the e4 square with all of his pieces, and he gets the c5 stuff going on, and it just becomes awkward and uncomfortable for me. And I don't necessarily have time to start taking that b pawn, the c pawn, like I would like to in most variations. So hadn't I made a mouse slip, I would have taken on c4, and I would have had a very comfortable game here. Castles with queen e2, rook d1, knight c3, then eventually e4, and then maybe d5 or e5, depending on the situation, and get the bishop out somewhere. And at some later point, I would move my rook over here, and I would attack this king and play checkmate on g7 or h7, as the case may be. You know, I'd bring my bishop back, obviously. What is going on here? Why aren't my arrows appearing? Did I just lose connection? What the heck? Ah, okay. Wow, that's super laggy. Okay, awesome. So it looks like my internet connection is not the best, which is kind of par for the course here. I have Time Warner. They're a bunch of douchebags. Add some info to my profile. I will. What info should I add? Is there anything you would like to know more about? I have a blog you can read, and you can follow me on Twitter as well. And if you miss a video, I have stuff on YouTube. But if you think that there's other information that I should add, please let me know, and I will be happy to add it, because it's pretty easy for me to do that. Alright, so knight f6 I thought was a pretty strong move. e5 I think is the only move in that position. I think I was looking at like bishop c4, but that doesn't seem good. I mean, he just takes here, or he goes like, I don't know. It just seems loose and risky, even for me with my terrible risky moves and my risky play. Alright, so now I think our position is comfortable once again here. Bishop b4 I think is a good move. Bishop d2 I thought was pretty reasonable. I think that this is bad, though. I think he should just castle here. That's my impression. I think castles is really good for him. Really, bishop? It's giving me a one-pawn advantage? No, I just play castles here. It's important. You have to let the computer think a little bit sometimes, because the immediate reaction from the computer is not necessarily the best move in the position. So my sensibilities say that white is slightly better here, but I don't think that this is an advantage tangible enough that were I playing a grandmaster or someone as strong as myself, I would necessarily think I have an advantage, if that makes sense. I'm doing the vocal fry stuff again, basic info. Sure. Yeah, I will add some basic info here. The problem was I wasn't super consistent before, which is somewhat evident, and I'm hoping to be more consistent now because I have a big tournament coming up, but yeah, so that's why I didn't really have any sort of schedule before now, but I'm hoping that I will have a schedule, and that would be good, because then I can kind of build a viewership, and you guys can join me, and we can talk about stuff, and you guys can make fun of me, and I will also make fun of me, because there's a lot here to make fun of, as far as the way my chess playing goes, and my personal life. Alright, anyway, so that noise you hear behind me is my dog Bowser. He's kind of playing with his ball right now. He's being a little bit crazy, but that's alright. So that move knight f5 I thought was pretty weak. And I think the computer here agrees with me. We'll let it think a second. I'm sorry if that just happened to everyone's speakers. That's disgusting. I apologize. I was actually looking at bishop g5. I thought bishop g5 was an interesting move, but yeah, maybe I was too conservative here. Maybe I was too much of a weenie here for this weak bishop e3 passive move. Yeah. So what did... Oh, god damn it. So I'm wondering what it thinks is best play here after bishop g5. I was looking at... What was I looking at? I think I was looking at bishop d5. Bishop f3 maybe? Is that possible? Oh no, because I'm going to be on the rook. Yeah, that's not possible. Where do I live? I live in Rochester, New York, which is, if you don't know the geography of Western New York, I live near Buffalo, and if you don't know where that is, then I live directly south of Toronto, Canada. If you were to draw a straight line over the Lake Ontario, you would eventually hit Rochester, New York from Toronto. You might have to like bend the line a little bit, but yeah, that's where I live. Not near New York City, closer to Cleveland, and yeah, so Rochester is a pretty cool place. We've got a good chess community here, actually. We've got a lot of strong players, and by a lot, I mean for a city our size, I would think we have a lot of strong players. Bishop e7 I thought was really weak. But I will add that, Magesh, to my personal info, or to the basic info. So I thought that move was really weak and just a waste of time. The computer wants me to play bishop c1, but that doesn't really make sense to me. I like the move d5. I think that that's really strong. And imagine that, the computer agrees with me. Yeah, d5 is really quite a pickle that I'm putting him in here. It's quite unpleasant for black at this point. So knight e3 is apparently the best move. I still think I'm just winning here though. Knight d7 is really bad. It's really bad. You should not do that in the future. So the computer was saying to take, and I happen to agree with it. I think I would take with the knight now. Yeah, the knight is... I think I was looking at this line. Bishop d5, rook a7 was the line I was looking at, maybe. Oh no, he can go c6 here. Wait, what's the problem with rook a7? Rook a7, knight g5, really? Oh, haha, the F file's open. Get crazy. Let's have fun and get wild. So the idea here is that knight g5, bishop g5, bishop f7 check. And he is flat broke busted. And that'd be very bad for him. So yeah, taking the pawn was best play. This move is really bad because I just win the pawn, I open the f-file. He hasn't castled yet. It's important to develop your pieces, make the castle, and then start the middle game plans, which is where my opponent went wrong here. He played these weak moves like knight e7, knight f5, and bishop e7, or bishop b4 to e7. I mean, it doesn't... So you can't give your opponent that much time in the opening. That's essentially what it comes down to. So knight d4, really? That's interesting. I don't know. I'm greedy. I'm kind of a... Wow, really? Knight d4 was that strong? What happens after knight e5? Oh, duh. Ay, 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 Dios mío. Look at this nonsense. This is all kinds of crazy. Yeah, he's getting busted up every single way here. But I think what I played was enough. I mean, I'm not going to say that, like... Yeah, I mean, a 4-pawn advantage at this point in my chess career should be enough for me to be able to win some chess games. Obviously, I've blundered in positions where I've had probably more than a 4-pawn advantage. But in a slow time control with that kind of advantage, I should be able to convert these games. You know... I say that obviously, and I'm sure I'm gonna get on stream tomorrow and lose some game where I'm completely winning or just completely humiliate myself here. So after rook f8, I wonder what I play. After rook f8, I would play... That's actually a really interesting move. Maybe now I go knight d4. Is that good? Yeah, as it turns out, that's okay. Maybe I go king f1 here. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So what else happens here? Let's see. So he played bishop f3, queen f3. Really? I thought what I played was... Yeah, I mean, what I played was a little bit more forcing, obviously. So I think here I was worried about this. I thought this would be kind of annoying. But queen h5 check. But what about this move? Bishop f7 check. And here, rook d1. And he can resign. Interesting. I like my little intermezzo though. I like playing the most forcing moves. I mean, obviously I'm still pretty rusty, but I like this finish here. This finish is very aesthetic to me. I have now prevented him from castling on both sides of the board with one move, which is a very aesthetic thing to have happen. Yeah. So if he castles queenside here, for example, he gets checkmated. Right, and that's kind of what I was looking at. I thought that was kind of amusing. And then here I think I was looking at he has to play queen d8, but then this move is the pain train. Choo-choo! Yeah. Play here or something. Oh, he can't. It's pinned. It's a pin. So interesting. All right, well, that was fun. Not, again, you know, not a great game. Not the best game of chess I've ever played in my life. But even considering I had a mouse slip, I feel confident. I feel confident in, you know, in given that I have roughly 2 months to prepare for this tournament, that if I continue to play like this, and I play every day, that I will get better, and I will be able to not embarrass myself, which is the most important part of playing chess, is not embarrassing yourself. So, Magesh, thank you for joining me. And everybody who is watching this later on YouTube, I will be sure to post it up there. Be sure to follow my blog, lifezookswing.com. I don't post there very often anymore, but I do periodically from time to time. I guess that's probably what periodically means. And be sure to follow me on Twitter for all the latest updates. If you enjoyed it, follow me on Twitch, lifezookswang. And yeah, so thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys.